Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you. Everybody hear me? Get a thumbs up. All right. Excellent. Thank you. So welcome everybody. Thanks so much for spending your precious time with me tonight. I do appreciate it. My name is Ed. And first off, I have a confession. So I just want to let you know right off the bat that I am completely unemployable. All right. So let me explain that. I mean, it's not that I don't want to work. Okay. But 20 years ago, I was stuck in a management position at a very, very large corporation. I mean, I really thought, I had planned out my life well. I got a degree in engineering, got a great job, right? So I'm a logical person. I'm a planner, and that's what you're supposed to do, right? But, after several years of that, I just really felt trapped and I felt stuck. And day by day, it was just like the life was being sucked out of me. And, it was really a place like, okay, well, what's going on? Is this it? So one day I finally had enough and I left that job. And people thought that I was absolutely nuts because I was really on, what the typical person would call, that path of success. All right. But it really didn't take long to realize after I left that the freedom and the flexibility that entrepreneurship offered me was what I was looking for. It was what that, put that spark back in, really gave me that passion to get up, and go work. So tonight, if you're willing to take action, because nothing happens unless you take action, I want to show you a way that you can become unemployable too. All right. Now, we have an amazing team that will walk together with you through a simple step-by-step proven process that can bless you and the people around you with greater health and greater wealth than you ever thought was possible. And how is all this accomplished? It's with a company called Actives. And Actives has all the ingredients that a company needs to be a success. It has the people to run it, the products that everyone needs, and the plan to enable you to go as far as you want, right? So first, let's talk about the people. Did you ever watch Shark Tank? I mean, they say this a lot on there. They'll say, hey, listen, I don't invest in ideas, I invest in people, all right? What do these people know, right? They know that you can waste a lot of time and money without great people to run the company. Our executive team has decades of experience building amazing companies. Our founder and CEO, David Brown, has over 25 years experience in nutrition, retail, and network marketing. He's led multiple companies from the bottom up into hundreds of millions in sales in short periods of time. But actually, it's not his business savvy that has really impressed me. Over the last couple of years that I've known David, I've met many people who have worked with him in the past, and I can truly say that they really all hold him in high regard. I mean, he is truly a man of his word, and he has attracted an amazing team to help him in Actives. Now, if you want to know more about some of these other people, get back with the person who invited you, and you can hear some amazing background stories. But because of his amazing character and not just his success, he's been able to bring these people that are also successful and form this team. And because that really speaks to his character too, because if you didn't like working with somebody in the past, you're certainly not going to follow him into the future, right? And that speaks volumes. So great people. Now, what about the products? Okay. Now, listen, everybody says they have great nutritional products or whatever products, right? This is the best this, and this has the most science, blah, 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 right? So if I just started there saying, hey, this is number one, this is the best, you're going to tune out real fast, right? But let me ask you a question. What happens if you take a supplement, but your body doesn't absorb it? Okay, it's not a trick question, right? Nothing is going to happen, right? But unfortunately, companies really only care about what's inside that capsule. That's what's on the label, right? They care what's inside. They really don't care if your body's actually going to use it. Well, Actives cares if you're going to use it, right? Because they want you to experience the amazing effects of these products. So we have a patent pending technology that was developed by master formulator Al Zapp that virtually guarantees that's what's in that little capsule is actually going to be absorbed by your body. right? And that's why we have story after story of people that have taken our products and started feeling effects within days. And seriously, even sometimes in less than an hour, okay? So now that we know that what's in that capsule, your body's going to actually absorb, what exactly is it absorbing? All right. So our first product is Link. Feed your gut. Why? Because 70% of your immune system is in your gut. Now, you might be thinking I'm going to talk about probiotics. All right. Probiotics are important. Your microbiome is important, but this is so much more. It's called butyric acid. And neurologist and doctor to the Pittsburgh Steelers, Dr. Maroon, said butyric acid was the holy grail of supplements. And that's our main ingredient in Link. It's also why he's joined our advisory board. Now you might be saying, okay, butyric acid, what? I've never heard of that. I mean, if it's so great, why haven't I heard of it? Well, first off, it's absolutely the foulest stuff you would ever come across. I mean, you couldn't get within 10 feet of this, okay? Well, coincidentally, our patent pending process actually wraps that up. And one of the kind of a side effect is it masks that smell, all right? Maybe, what's one of the other reasons you haven't heard of it? It's also a very small and very fragile molecule. So the stomach would absolutely destroy it. Well, another benefit of this process is that it protects that molecule so it can get through the stomach and then get released down in the intestines where your body is actually going to absorb it, all right? And once it gets there, it's gonna feed the lining of your gut. Do you know how thick that lining is? It's 1 cell thick, 1 cell. Can't get any thinner than that, right? If it's weak, guess what happens? You got spaces in there. You get spaces in the lining of your gut, and what happens? Things go through that and get into your body that shouldn't be there. What happens when there's stuff floating around in your body that shouldn't be there? I mean, it causes all kinds of issues, right? So let me tell you, let me ask you, when you have a hole in your boat, do you spend time trying to fix the engine? No, it's silly. The boat's sinking, right? The first thing you have to do is plug that hole, because really nothing else matters. So Link is going to feed that lining so that barrier is strong. Okay, so only the necessary things get through, right? I have a very dear friend named Lisa, and she was in a diaper for 7 years. Okay, tried everything. In 4 days, she was out of her diaper when she started taking Link. She went off it 4 times just to prove that it wasn't a fluke, all right? We have a great 2-minute testimonial video on actives.info, or again, ask the person who invited you to this call to see that video. I guarantee it'll make you cry, okay? So stop the boat from sinking, all right? Now what do we want to do? Product number 2, Optimend. We want to reduce chronic inflammation. Now, no matter how well you take care of your body, you're exposed to chemicals every single day, right? Do you know that there are over 80,000 chemicals today that didn't even exist 100 years ago? And we have no idea what those things are doing to our body. Well, actually, we probably do know one thing. It's causing chronic inflammation. And chronic inflammation is becoming more and more well known as the root cause of hundreds of health issues. So Optimend is that inflammation killer, right? The main ingredient in Optimend is tetrahydrocurcumin, big long word, okay? Now, you may have heard of turmeric, right, to fight inflammation. Well, guess what? It's not actually turmeric that fights inflammation, right? It's curcumin, all right? But only 2% of turmeric is curcumin, okay? Well, actually, your body doesn't actually use curcumin either, right? Your body takes curcumin and then metabolizes that, breaks it into something else, into tetrahydrocurcumin. That's what your body actually uses. So Active says, That's what we're going to put in our capsule and into our patent pending process, right? That's what your body uses. That's what we're going to feed it. Okay. Well, curcumin in those other products is actually notoriously difficult for the body to absorb, right? People usually don't tell you that. Okay? Sometimes they'll put in like this black pepper extract, which does increase the absorbability, but very little compared to what our process does. Our process in our curcumin is so effective that Dr. Amrish Patel, who's an anesthesiologist and pain specialist, joined our advisory board too, because he was so impressed with the efficacy of our product and the results that we were having. All right. Now, there's another great guy, our CFO, Ryan Mumford. His father loves the product. ABC News in Utah actually did a story on him, which you can also see. Ask the person who invited you to this call. You can see that segment. And to be a little less technical than the doctor probably gets, all he says is, I really don't care what's in it. All I care about is I can play with my grandkids again, right? And that's what's really important. What do these products do for us? Increase that quality of life. Wouldn't that be great if you could offer that? If that was, your dad, if that was somebody that what a great feeling that you would have knowing that this product is helping them, just live a better quality of life. So we sealed the gut, killing that inflammation. All right, now we're going to stop oxidative stress by turning up NRF2. Okay, I know you're waiting for that, right? Well, your body is absolutely amazing. I mean, when it's not having to just constantly put up this fight all the time, right? So our third product, Genomics, is a NRF2 activator, and that was formulated by Dr. Joe McCord. Now, he received the Elliott Crescent Award, which is awarded to people who have made a major impact on society. See, NRF2 is a powerful protein that regulates the production of antioxidant enzymes that protect against oxidative damage, okay? See, your body produces free radicals, okay? Free radicals cause oxidative stress. Oxidative stress causes damage. So you need antioxidants to fight oxidative stress, all right? This NRF2 is also known as the master regulator of the cell. So what's this doing by activating this NRF2 is you're activating your body's natural defense system. You see, we were built to fight these things, right? So when your body, you just need your body fed and tuned right. You need those genes activated and tuned, okay? You need those holes plugged up. So once you do that, your body just does amazing things, and it is able to fight all these dangers that, cause diseases and aging and stuff like that. So I know, obviously the big story, these last few months has been this crazy virus stuff, right? And it can absolutely be scary, right? But I want to ask you a question. I mean, what are the two ways that you can survive a battle? I mean, you can run and hide, or you can fight. Now, mostly we've been hiding from this virus, right? Staying at home, wearing a mask, washing your hands, and there's nothing wrong with that. Very responsible, very reasonable things. But sooner or later, you have to come out of hiding. And actually, I mean, we're doing that already, right? I know here in Pensacola, in the last week, we've been opening up. So we're going out, all right? Leaving the protection of, the hiding. So when we go out onto that battlefield, what do you want? What kind of weapon do you want? You want a bazooka, right? That bazooka is your immune system, okay? But the problem is we're almost all immune compromised at some level, right? These exposure to toxins, lack of exercise, poor diets, right? So these products are your immune system tune-up, right? To get you back to the original specs of the creator so you can naturally fight all these things that are attacking your body all the time. And it's not just, this is the virus of the day, right? But they're always out there, right? So here's the bottom line. We have 3 amazing intelligence supplements that have been formulated by some of the world's most renowned scientific minds that have attracted several high-profile doctors that have joined our advisory board to endorse these products. And right now we have a special pack with all three of these products in there, the Immune Power Pack. There's one with one of each bottle, which will be a month's supply for one person. We also have a 6-bottle pack, which is 2 bottles of each of those 3 products, which of course would be 2 months for a person or 1 month for 2 people. All right. So if all you were really here for tonight was to learn how to get healthy, you can jump off right now, get with the person who invited you, and go and order your Immune Power Pack right now. Okay. I'll give you a sec. All right. So those people are off. Excellent. Now, who wants to plant the money tree? So let's get to that third success factor, the plan. All right. Now, the plan can really be as simple as signing up tonight and start inviting everyone you know to these calls tomorrow. Everyone you know needs to be on these products. Okay. It really does not have to be harder than that. Okay. If they have more questions after the call, there's a whole team of people here that is focused on your success that can answer those questions, right? So you can literally sign up tonight and start building your business tomorrow. We have these calls 6 days a week, right? So now, how exactly do you get paid? There's multiple ways, and I'm not going to go into all of them, all right? And really, you don't need to know every detail of the compensation plan, right? Knowing every detail of the plan doesn't earn you any money, right? Getting customers earns you money. So do that first. But in just very simple terms, you earn a commission every time one of your customers makes a purchase, right? And that's up to 20% on your direct customers. And that's every month they make a purchase, right? But there is one other part that I want to tell you about just because it's so exciting to me. It may not sink in right away, but once it does, it'll keep you up at night. And these are the global bonus pools. You see, Actives takes 10% of global sales and puts that money into pools that you can earn a part of. And that's global sales. That means that you can earn from sales in other countries that you actually have no part of, right? Plus, Actives plans on selling through more than just its network of distributors. You see, we're a hybrid company. We want to go and sell wherever people are buying. And you know, today there's a lot of choices to go buy things. We want to be there and sell it to them, right? All those channels are going to feed into these global bonus pools, all right? So can you imagine sharing in the profit from all these outlets that are open all day and night all around the world? Right? Can you imagine making money just through sharing these products with people right from your phone? I mean, that's what we're working on, right? You're on a phone or a computer right now, probably, right? So, I mean, our overhead is a smartphone, which you probably already have, I'm sure, and maybe a computer. It's perfectly designed for people who want to build while they're quarantined, or really just really anywhere, right? Anywhere you have a connection and you can talk to people, you can share this. Right? So how much money is that? Well, really, that's up to you, right? It's back to taking action. We have the tools, we have the people, we have the plan, all that is there. But if you sit back and do nothing, it really doesn't matter, right? If you sign up for Uber, but you don't actually drive, are you going to make any money? No. You have to take action. But let's say you did take action, right? If you signed up 3 people and you help them to do the same down 4 levels, which each person using our immunity pack that I was talking about, you can make up to like an extra $2,000 a month. If you do that same thing, but with 4 people, 4 levels down, using the immunity pack, you can earn an average of $5,000 a month. So it is possible. We have distributors in 4 countries with thousands of people that have proven that these products and the business work, all right? But we're just getting started. You see, Actives is old enough to have been proven, but young enough that you get to be one of the first here in the US to jump on board, all right? Now listen, we've gone through some really crazy things these last couple months. We have an absolute economic tsunami that has blown through really the world, okay? And now you have the opportunity to bless people in ways that they no longer just want, but really that they need. Okay. Now, let me jump back to my story for a second. When I left the corporate world 20 years ago, it wasn't for an opportunity like Actives. Right? My wife and I, we had to do it all on our own. We leveraged every penny we had. We had to forge through and figure out all these problems on our own. You see, you'll have none of those issues. You can get up and running for very little money, and you'll come into a team that is focused on making you a success. This is simply the lowest cost, lowest risk way to experience entrepreneurship. So, all you got to do to get started is what? Take action. Get back with the person who invited you to this call, get signed up, and get started making money tomorrow. Right? Thank you so much for spending your time with me tonight. My name is Ed, and this is a wrap. Good night, everybody.
Thank you, Ed. Everyone have a great night.
Thank you.